What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and EA Sports has just released Team of the Week, Week 3. We're going to go over a few things. I'm going to start off with the Player of the Week, but we're going to get to that Patrick Mahomes upgrade with his power-up and how that works. Additionally, we're going to be talking about Aaron Donald's overall and Derrick Henry as well. Oh, Tyler Lockett as well. A couple players. Pretty much what happens is a new thing that they're adding is if a player is outstanding for the week, they're going to get a +1 overall added to their item with the power-up. So we're going to go over that as well. But let me just give you a full rundown. Limited JJ Watt, which will not ever see my field. Player of the week, Shaquille Barrett. Offensive hero, Mike Alstott. Defensive hero, we all remember Cortland Finnegan and Andre Johnson. A lot of you guys are making memes about that. That was hilarious when that happened. And like I said before, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Donald, Derrick Henry, Tyler Lockett. Those guys get additional +1s to their power-up. So if you have those players, you're going to spend additional training if you want the extra oomph to the team that EA is giving you, and those players will increase with their power-up. You also have Xavier Rhodes and Deatrick Wise Jr. So what we're going to talk about right now is, this exchange set. I'm going to go ahead and try it out to see what's happening. Try our luck trying to get an 87 overall player. What's the worst that can happen? EA gives us nothing. And we're going to also talk about what are the values of what EA just released. Is there anything that we really need? Now, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys would have known, listen, bro, I told you guys I was going to go after the Mike Alstott just so I could run some more stretch. Because, a fullback with suitable speed is going to help you. That's not bad, actually. 83 is actually not that bad. We'll go ahead and just rate sell him anyway. But it's not a big deal about that. Pretty much with the way that it works out. What do we have? We have the defensive players, so he's going to be, Derrick Henry would be part of this, right? I think so. Yeah, he'll be part of this thing. So how much is he going for? Let's click on that real quick. He's at 22. So we just made 22, but I don't know how much those goals would have sold for individually. And you can just play around with that, see what's happening. Because this card right here, what are the chances of you pulling that out of the set I just did? Very, very little that EA is going to give you that chance to do that. So be very, very careful with that. But these are just some of the information. This is just some of the information I wanted to let you guys see how you can go about doing it. Obviously, similar situation. These guys right now, if I wanted to go after this player, that would have been a huge pull because I would be, somewhat there. That's going to save me some coins by using the players that I already have, which is why I always try to, keep you guys informed. Take advantage of the sets. Don't buy these cards outright unless you have to. If you have a lot of lower level trash cards like the gold cards I just put into the set, put them in. See what you get. What if we got an Aaron Donald? You see what I'm saying? We would be right there. And remember, these are not the full cards or whatever. You can play with them, but it's just a lower level version of the actual card. All right, so that you use that EA's been putting out to kind of go ahead and, remind everybody about the way that the power-ups gain an advantage. All right, so, like I spoke about Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Donald, Derrick Henry, and Tyler Lockett, their actual real cards power-up will gain that +1 OVR. All right, now, you saw what we just did there. I'm probably not going to really go through all of that stuff and try to complete any of them. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me see something real quick. With Mike Alstott, I want to see exactly. Okay, so we would need 2 of these, which would be like 160, and then that'll be that. Okay, and then these Patrick Mahomes lower level cards, it's going to be like 3,400 or something like that. Oh, it went up, 63. It was just 3,400 when I just checked before. So I guess people are starting to realize this guy might be a problem. So for us right now, we can afford it. It doesn't really make sense for us to go after it, in my opinion, that route. We can go look and see what his price range is on the auction house. But let's go ahead and start to evaluate what else is going on as far as the limited. Some of you guys are always asking, yo, Gmia, is it a good time to pull packs? I got to be honest with you. There's never a good time to pull packs. Usually EA is going to give you everything you can handle, and it's going to be pretty bad. I definitely would not recommend going too crazy. I would look at the prices and try to evaluate it myself. But we're going to take a look at JJ Watt because I know a lot of you guys want to go ahead and see that. But we'll see, just get an idea. The power-up is there, and then that's it. So it looks like we get it for like 350. 350 will get you Mike Alstott at the 91 overall if you guys wanted to go that route. Let's take a look at JJ Watt. A lot of you guys are probably saying, yo, bro, why are you clowning JJ Watt like that? I'm not clowning him. I know he's a great player in real life, but in this game, his speed is not going to really do much for you. And most players that you play are going to run around with Lamar Jackson. So you don't want that situation. Okay, hold up, wait a minute. Okay, he's on the Texans. What am I doing? All right, there he goes. So pretty much, you're gonna want to make sure that you understand exactly, what are you getting from this? You know, like, why would you spend coin? I think he's like, what, 73 speed or some foolishness like that? Yeah, like, all the other, look, if this was a Madden where it actually mattered that, you know, he was this strong and he could lift 1,000 pounds, if that really mattered, I would say go after it. But all of us, every single person that's played Madden has pinched our line and tried to stop an ISO run with dominant players, and the guy runs right through the middle. So I don't believe that these numbers matter at all. If you run commit and you get lucky, that's cool, but it's not going to work out for you any other way. That's pretty much where we are. You know, when you look at the way that this is, it's not something that I would highly recommend when you actually go to spend coins. Like, if you spend that amount of coins right now on this card, you are doing something wrong. Okay, so just make sure you guys understand that as you go through, that it's very, very important that you understand that, so that you're not overspending for a card that doesn't make sense. Because he's not going to make plays. He's not going to do things that are, you know, oh my God, it's spectacular, it's sick. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to do that. So those are just some of the things that I wanted to make sure you guys understood about that card before we go further on. As far as like the Patrick Mahomes and the power-up situation and all those other things that are going on, what happens is this. When you go ahead and you get these cards and you see what their upgrades are about, you're going to be able to decide, you know, is this guy really worth it? Now, remember, one of the big things that you guys should probably know is that with this 90 overall, he actually unlocks the third slot. So because he unlocks a third slot, now you can get those third, you know, those big time players, you know, abilities on him because he unlocks the third slot. Very, very important that you guys understand that. So I'm going to take a look at his card. It's still around the same rate. Why is it like that? Because he's an improviser and his archetype doesn't really give us a lot of the stuff that we want right now. So Dan Marino was still one of the better quarterbacks because of his abilities, because of conductor, and a lot of those other things. Patrick Mahomes with that +1 OVR, you know, his throw power is already up there. Everything is looking good with him, but I don't know if he would suit your team. You know, a lot of you guys either prefer to go full out blast with Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson, or you're going Dan Marino with me. There's no in between with it. So, you know, I just wanted to make sure that I pointed that out. As far as Aaron Donald, he's more or less in the same boat as JJ Watt, but he's a lot faster. Okay, so this is what happens with him. If you wanted to go ahead and take advantage of that OVR update with Aaron Donald, that would be different. Notice the price of his power-up. You see, as opposed to what we just saw with Patrick Mahomes, you see the way the market works? People understand the quarterback values right now. If you're going to run around like an idiot, you want Vic or you want Lamar Jackson. That's it. Patrick Mahomes is cute, but he doesn't have what we really want in the game right now. This guy is he's fast enough to make some major problems. You know what I'm saying? So with the way that he works, his 88 is about, you know, you see it's like about 110, whatever. When you look at his speed, 74 is kind of stupid and disgusting, but 75 with the power up. And then if you have sprinter, you go to 76. Now, all the other numbers don't really matter. So that's why you'll see people prefer a guy like, you know, Myles Garrett over him. Is Myles Garrett better than him in the actual realistic part of the NFL? No, but people will rather the speed. I need you guys to start looking at speed and understanding like speed, power, strength, and all that stuff. If you can get all of that into one, that works out. Justin Smith is better than Aaron Donald in this game right now. Myles Garrett is better than this guy in this game right now. Regardless of all the other stuff that he has going on, those players I just showed you are much better avenues to go and to take for your squad to help you dominate your opponent. Trust me on that, okay? I know Aaron Donald's the top player in the real life. This is Madden 21. And if I'm going to help you be a great player, you're going to have to understand that this is all fantasy. They're not real. Like the things that go on in this game is not realistic by any means. All right, so you got to understand that. Now, finally, I wanted to touch on Derrick Henry. Tyler Lockett, that guy sucks, so we're not going to worry about that. But Derrick Henry, what we're going to do right now with him, we're going to take a look at, you know, what's going on as far as his speed. Now, he has an advantage. Let me explain to you. The air truck, a lot of you guys know about the air truck. It's a very, very stupid mechanism where you're trucking air and the players just start flying all around you, right? So with that being said, He's so powerful that you can actually individually truck somebody, but not only that, you can just truck the air, and go for 6. It's like really, really stupid, guys. Like, you should try it. It'll probably turn you on. But this guy will go to about 87 speed or something like that with his new upgrade to his OVR. Is it worth it? I got Barry Sanders, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you get Barry, ain't no going back, dude. Like, I can't play around with this idiot. Like, I'm not running around with a guy that's 86, 87 speed right now. So, those are just some of the things that I wanted to touch on with it. Now, I may go after Mike Alstott because he's faster and he's probably going to block better than the fullback. I got Juice Check right now on the squad. He may be better, even though the fullbacks really, if we're honest with ourselves, guys, they don't block nobody. They run away from, bro, they're like, oh, let me go to a concession stand and get this hot dog right quick. They don't block the guy that's in front of them, but it doesn't matter though, because we're going to figure out ways to make them work regardless. So for now, we're going to leave everything the way it is. I'm going to probably, look at Mike Alstott a little bit closer, see exactly what's going on with him, and then we'll determine if we're going to go ahead and do that. I just realized now that we just looked at his price, Mike Alstott, we didn't really look at some of the attributes that he has. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quickly before I let you guys go, and it'll give you an idea of what I'm saying, because he's faster than Juice Check, so he may be a guy that we could utilize in the run game that will actually, because even though he probably won't block anybody, he'll run out in front, and that'll be key. Look at this right here. He's down to 300, so I guess people are not feeling him right now. Let's take a look. Somebody's probably going to buy this guy. 85 speed, 86 strength, 79 run block, 86 lead block, 89 impact block. He may actually block somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and we might win the lotto today. Like, bro, he might actually block someone. I'm just telling you this because I know for a fact EA is weird like that, where they'll make him just be an unbelievable fullback and it'll just be stupid. So he may be a guy that has value, probably not as much right now, but if you run the ball as much as I do, you're going to need a decent fullback. And I think he might be the guy that we would go after. Kyle Juszczyk would definitely have to stay on the squad, though, because, it's 49 in Team Chem. But I like those numbers by this guy. I actually like these numbers. So we're going to figure out which route we're going to take, and I'm going to get back to you. I told you somebody would buy him. That's a very cheap price right there. But I'm just not in the mood for spending any of my coins right now. I'm going to be waiting on my weekend league rewards and see what we could do going forward, and then we'll figure it out like that. But I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. That's your team of the week, week 3. That is my assessment of it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.